So as most of you guys know, Marvel for the last couple years hasn't exactly been in the best place imaginable. Again, they have kind of dropped flop after flop when it comes to the reviews, and they've also had actual good movies like Thunderbolts just not do well in the box office. I like to think that Captain America was actually a pretty good movie, you know, Brave New World. That of course didn't do too well in the box office as well, and it's kind of got Marvel scratching their heads and thinking, well, what do we actually do next? What is something that we can change so our movies can be successful again? And from all reports is that Marvel is actually going to be focusing on bigger characters again, more well-known characters to kind of kickstart their new couple of phases of Marvel and kickstart what's supposed to be kind of a soft reboot for the MCU. Again, we know we're getting Fantastic Four First Steps coming out pretty soon. That is a major Marvel characters, of course, major Marvel group. Then we're getting Avengers Doomsday, you know, after that as well. Again, major Marvel group. Spider-Man Brand New Day is also confirmed. Again, that's supposed to be coming before Doomsday, but some are saying it could get delayed. And then there's, of course, little rumors around town that they are going to be working on other big Marvel projects like the X-Men, you know, of course, other X-Men characters like more Deadpool projects, more Wolverine projects, all of the above. And the last one, which fans have been calling out forever for Marvel to do, is more Hulk projects. Again, the Hulk is arguably their biggest character outside of Spider-Man, or was their biggest character outside of Spider-Man. Yet he's really taken a backseat to many characters, and for modern day kids, Hulk sometimes wouldn't even be probably a top 5 for them just because of the lack of Hulk content. And with the Hulk content we've got recently, it's all been Professor Hulk based stuff, which just, in my opinion, has been okay. But it's time to go back to the OG Hulk stuff. Again, I think they're really starting to transition into that. There is a report out there saying that Mark Ruffalo will reportedly be returning as the Hulk in the Wonder Man series. According to insider James Macwool, I think that's how you say it, Mark Ruffalo will return as Bruce Banner / the Hulk in the Wonder Man series. Banner will reportedly team up with Simon Williams to investigate iconic radiation at a lab in Hollywood. Or ionic radiation, sorry, in a lab in Hollywood. What the hell is iconic radiation? What am I talking about? Again, I'm going to assume he's going to be Professor Hulk mainly for this. But then, as we know, for some reason, Hulk is supposed to play a big major part in Spider-Man Brand New Day. There is rumors out there that Hulk could be the main villain of Brand New Day. There are other rumors going around online that he, you know, of course, Bruce Banner could be a professor at Peter's college, and then as the film transitions on, something happens and he turns into the Hulk and starts to crash out and lose it. Again, those projects are kind of all happening. So he's going to be in Wonder Man, he's going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day, which is really cool to know that we're finally getting some more Bruce Banner and Hulk content because we haven't had it in so long. Again, it doesn't really stop there though, because as we know, from the reported concept art for Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars that got leaked, we do know that Professor Hulk, we do see him as Professor Hulk in these leaks where he will be, of course, with She-Hulk. Again, I'm not too sure how happy I am that She-Hulk is making really much of an appearance. But then there's been even more rumors in that film that, of course, he might crash out again, and it will lead on to the leaks that we've been seeing that a World War Hulk film, a potential World War Hulk Avengers film, could actually be happening, which would be, I mean, legitimately so hype. I think that is what everyone and their dad is, of course, wanting. So the fact that we are getting Hulk content, it does look like in Spider-Man Brand New Day, Wonder Man, which actually kind of gives you a reason to maybe watch that show, Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, and maybe a Hulk movie and a bunch of other projects will be super interesting. Again, I also don't know if we're going to be getting a new Hulk in these Avengers movies. That's been another rumor and theory going around, is that by the time we get to Secret Wars, not only will we get introduced to a new Black Panther, but we'll be getting introduced to a new Hulk. Again, if the soft reboot rumors are true and they're going to be making all new movies for all these new characters, again, the new X-Men, obviously now the new Fantastic Four, and we've got Spider-Man still, I think that we could legitimately be getting, of course, the new Black Panther in Black Panther 3 and a new Hulk, because I think Marvel do want to make some Hulk movies, and the fact is, a lot of people don't like Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner, and Mark Ruffalo has really, really aged. Like, he legitimately looks his age. Some of the guys his age, like even like a Brad Pitt, don't really look that old. Mark Ruffalo looks really old, and sometimes I just can't imagine Mark Ruffalo, who looks 60, 65, doing all of these things and being the Hulk. I don't really know. I just imagine a Bruce Banner that is like 30 to 40, right? Probably in his middle 30s. That's what I imagine Bruce Banner to be. So again, the rumors that Secret Wars will introduce a new Black Panther for Black Panther 3 and kind of replace Shuri or be Black Panther alongside Shuri makes sense. And the rumors we may be getting a new Bruce Banner, not necessarily completely getting rid of Mark Ruffalo's Bruce Banner. I'm guessing he might do some multiversal stuff if they go down that road again, but maybe getting a new Bruce Banner that would go, with this new, of course, soft reboot that they're doing. And I think that would make so much sense. Even if they don't do that, even if they just make a World War Hulk movie and Mark Ruffalo is minimally in it and it's mainly the Hulk, that also still makes a lot of sense as well. So there's a lot of things they could be doing with all these new potential Hulk projects and all the above. Again, I'd very much like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions. It looks like we're finally getting more Hulk in the MCU. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all the latest gaming content, movie content, and more. Comment your thoughts and opinions on this all down below. Subscribe to my sports channel as well, which will be getting linked down below. And I guess I'll be seeing you guys next time. Goodbye.